This starry sky prompts thoughts of eternal rest. We believe peace and harmony to reign up there, but that's not true at all. The universe abounds with catastrophes, and there are hazards everywhere. At any moment, the space is ready to destroy life it has itself created. The space is full of mysterious and chaotic forces threatening to kill our planet and all the living beings on it. Its dark expanses conceal black holes ready to absorb the entire solar system. Huge stars keep exploding. Meteoroids or comet fragments dart through the sky over our planet now and again. Sometimes small stones burn in the atmosphere of the Earth in a bright starry rain. Larger ones shine as fireballs and leave fiery trails. Their debris reaching the Earth are called meteorites, and they cause almost no harm. However, more serious events occur. Sometimes a large celestial body can come close to Earth. If not burnt in the atmosphere, it will fall on our planet. Such a disaster was witnessed by dinosaurs. 65 million years ago, every living thing on Earth was horrified as a strong whirlwind started destroying everything around. A fireball with a smoking tail tore the sky over Central America. This collision occurred in the territory currently being Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. The explosion left a hole 900 meters deep and circa 180 kilometers in diameter. Chicxulub crater. Had there been such terrible events in the time close to ours? For the last time, a large asteroid flew through the Earth's atmosphere over Tunguska Taiga in 1908. At dawn of June 30, 1908, the Siberian taiga tranquility was suddenly disrupted by appearance of dazzlingly bright body falling onto Earth at a great speed. Having overshadowed sunlight for a few seconds, the body disappeared over the horizon. After a moment, a giant pillar of flame, perfectly visible from a great distance, rose in the area of Podkamin near Tunguska River. The shock wave toppled and burned lots of trees, while killing thousands of reindeer. The forest was fallen in the area of circa 2,000 square kilometers. The tree trunks lying on the ground pointed at the direction of the explosion center. However, in the explosion epicenter, the trees stood straight with only tops broken in such a manner it seemed the air wave hit them from above. Therefore, it was suggested that Tunguska cosmic body explosion occurred in the air high above the surface of the Earth. The most likely explanation of the Siberian phenomenon is that this was a fall of an asteroid or a comet with mass of about 1 million tons. Tunguska explosion might have entailed even a greater disaster if occurred 4 hours later. It would have been not in a sparsely inhabited corner of Siberia, but in St. Petersburg. Millions of people would have been killed. Universe poses various threats. However, the space also conceals hazards compared to which asteroids are not so terrible. One of the biggest space disasters is a supernova explosion. A supernova is a star which survived a terrible explosion. Such event occurs when a massive star has depleted all of its fuel reserves. Then it is compressed for a moment, as if in a hurry to feed its substances in the tiny core. Its density rapidly grows. The core turns into a superdense neutron star. The celestial body releases its outer shell into the surrounding space. At the time of the explosion, a supernova radiates as much energy as the Sun would produce during billions of years. Should such an event, a massive star explosion, happen within a radius of 350 light-years from Earth, it will also affect the life on our planet. Ultraviolet, X-ray and gamma-ray fluxes will inevitably reach the Earth and severely damage its ozone layer, failing to sustain such a powerful impact. Holes in the layer will last for decades. The gruesome ultraviolet rays will devour plankton, the food chain basis in the global ocean. First, mass extinction of animals feeding on plankton will start, followed by extinction of predators left without food. Scientists estimated that after explosion of a supernova at a distance of 10 light-years from Earth, the ozone shield of our planet will simply vanish. How high is the risk? In our galaxy, supernova explosions occur on the average once in 50–100 years. These cosmic fireworks did not cause us any harm, since they took place quite far from us. For example, one of them occurred in 1054 in Taurus constellation, which resulted in formation of the well-known Crab Nebula. A supernova explosion quite close to us occurs only once every few 100 million years. Astronomers have already guessed where a new explosion will take place. It is Orion winter constellation. On the shoulder, Orion carries a bright red star, Betelgeuse. This is one of the largest stars known. If placed instead of the Sun, it would reach the orbit of Jupiter. Betelgeuse is now at the final stage of evolution. When exploded, Betelgeuse will shine in our sky as the full moon. However, the flux of dreadful cosmic rays is not going to affect Earth much, because Betelgeuse is at a distance of 640 light-years from us. Another threat that may come from outer space is a gamma-ray flux, also called the death rays. X-ray satellites register gamma-ray bursts in different parts of the universe on a daily basis. They appear for just a few seconds. While being so powerful that in only 1 second radiate as much energy as the Sun would radiate over billions of years. We do not know where this energy comes from. Some scientists even believe that such bursts are generated by matter and antimatter collision. However, most often other causes of such mysterious bursts are implied, such as neutron stars. Probably, these fearful bursts, billions of times brighter than the Sun, occur when a neutron star disappears in the depths of a big black hole. Falling into the abyss, this star casts the lost ray, traveling through expanses of space and dealing death by incineration to everything along the way. So far, gamma-ray bursts were observed beyond our galaxy. What happens if such a lightning strikes near our planet? The Earth would then be flooded with enormous quantity of charged particles, causing severe contamination of air and soil. The dose would be lethal to all living things. Probably the most massive dying of animals on the planet, the Permian extinction event, was provoked by such a burst. Unfortunately, the galaxy is quite a cruel place. If we are not lucky, the complex forms of life will extinct. We never notice that the Earth is in constant motion. We live our lives while the solar system is flying through the galaxy at a speed of 230 kilometers per second. Revolving around the galactic center, we pass through gas clouds and approach dangerous objects such as stars, black holes, and supernova explosions. Each of these objects can lead Earth to a disaster. Flying through space is very hazardous, and sometimes our planet flies through quite dangerous areas of the galaxy. If we fly farther from the Sun, Earth, and other planets, we will inevitably meet these blocks of ice. There are billions of them, a huge cloud in space. If another star gets close, its gravity force will stir up the cloud and send a block of ice to the Sun. We know these huge balls of ice as comets. Approaching the Sun, a comet heats up and releases a cloud of gas and dust called the tail of a comet. The comet will not fall onto the Sun, but fly around it and start its way back. Gravity force of planets can lead this sky pilgrim astray, causing a real disaster. Once, this happened almost before our eyes. In July 1994, a bright spot appeared over the dark edge of Jupiter. It resembled one of the planet's satellites, Io, but shone brighter. It was rapidly approaching Jupiter, while increasing in size, and then burst into the atmosphere at a high speed. This was how comet Shoemaker-Levy debris fall on Jupiter began. The bombardment lasted for a week. During this time, 24 blocks fell on Jupiter, with the biggest of those reaching 3 kilometers in diameter. Every time after the hit, a cloud of hot gas would rise, resembling a mushroom cloud. We should rejoice. We have Jupiter in our solar system. If not for this planet, the space objects would every time fall onto Earth. They are intercepted by Jupiter, saving our planet. Unfortunately, there are scary monsters in space that can destroy not only a planet, but also the entire solar system. These interstellar fighters can tear our sun in pieces. Meet the most gruesome killer in the universe, the black hole. The black hole destroys everything that approaches, since it has extremely powerful gravity, so that even light fails to escape from the black hole surface. But how can a black hole be found? Astronomers search not the black holes as such, but the stars captured by their powerful gravity. Splashes of particles about to disappear in the mouth of a black hole reach our planet as a farewell from the dying stars. The coming death of the Earth is imminent and unavoidable. All tragic scenes described herein may become reality, but only one will happen for certain. The reason for that is the star that gives us life, but is also ready to take it in the future. Over time, the sun will change because any star evolves. Our source of light will become a red giant and devour the Earth. However, this will not happen instantaneously. The sun will be warming up gradually. In 500 million years, the sun will shine 10% brighter than now. This figure might seem insignificant, but in fact, the sun will have heated up so much that our planet will be simply burned and resemble Venus. A fiery, red-hot and a dead desert where no living being can find any asylum, and where a lake of molten lead is likely to be encountered than a drop of water. In 5 billion years, the sun will swell enormously, with its edge reaching the Earth and the heat melting even stones. Our planet will become a forgeable fiery mess, and this will be the inevitable final of our civilization. Cosmic forces will gain their final victory and destroy any sparks of life in this corner of the universe. However, this will happen only in a millions of years. In the meantime, our planet is alive, wonderful, and so far our gentle sun still presents us with beautiful sunrises.